Hey guys, I was playing around with some Redstone working on a video project, and I came across something pretty peculiar. It's a bud switch. This is it. Except it is not reliable whatsoever, especially in comparison with my one wide one. But here's what I'll do. I have in my inventory a variety of different blocks that each have, they can be classified into different systems. For instance, the iron block, that would be considered a solid block, parent block, whatever. This would glass, obviously not apparent. A liquid, water, interactive block, another interactive block, and even redstone not being powered. These all activated. And although it's glitchy, it is useful. It works. I'm not sure if it'll continue on in the 1.5 update, but I'm making this in 1.4.7. So yes, I will see you. Hey guys, now before I get to showing you the different aspects of the bud switch and basically what can activate it, I'm going to do a tutorial of how to build it first. So basically you want to start with a piston, and in this case I'm using a sticky piston, but what also works is a regular piston and some sand. That works identical. The only thing is a little bit slower, but that won't affect it all in the long run. But okay, so a piston, sticky piston, iron block, and once again, it doesn't have to be iron. I've said this before. I just really like the iron block, so that's just me. Okay, now you have that. On the left side of the block, of the piston, facing this way, and yes, I understand the lag, you want a piece of redstone. On the right side, you want a repeater, and the repeater has to be facing away, so in this direction. You can change the ticks however you want, doesn't matter. This basically ensures that when the piston pushes up, the power will go through the block. Now we're going to start the clock itself. So 2 blocks like this, redstone. And the important thing is that this piece of redstone right here, it has to be facing the piston. If it isn't, it won't power it. So for instance, if you had something like this, it's not facing the piston anymore and it won't power the piston. Okay, now this is going to be a monostable clock. So you're going to have this. Okay. And understanding that. So basically, now here's another important thing. The repeater here, it needs to be facing away from the piston and at 4 ticks. And this assures that there isn't a torch burnout. If you were to set it like 1 or 2 ticks, the torch would eventually burn out and it would become unreliable. Okay, redstone here and over this block. This is where the torch is going to be. You have to have the redstone over it and then place the torch, and it'll start into a clock. And so this is basically the small tutorial. Let's see if it works. Yes. Are very unstable, yet it does work. So I guess I'll get to the different aspects of this bud switch and what can activate and what cannot now. An iron block, a pressure pad, a non-apparent glass block, a gentle little bit of snow. Unlike many bud switches, a water bucket, an interactive sign, a bed, even when you're sleeping in it as well. Although I'm laying on the floor. A non-powered piece of redstone, regardless of that taking a few tries. And even my head. Once again, a few tries. Even my head will power this bud switch. And these are not the only items. Pretty much every item in the game, regardless of whether or not it's apparent, non-apparent, powered, non-powered, will activate this bud switch. Whether or not this is broken at 1.5, I'm not sure. But this is a great bud switch, a little unreliable, little unstable, yet very compact, very efficient, and very cheap for survival. Just a word to the wise here. If you're planning on using this with TNT, like I have in my inventory, only put it below the bud switch or the piston or facing towards you. Please don't do this, for obvious reasons. Now I'm going to give it up. Thanks for watching.